Hi, my name is Sadhbe Walshe and I'm going to read a section from the Lestrygonian chapter of Ulysses, and it's the bit where Bloom goes to Davy Byrne's pub for an afternoon glass of wine and starts to think back about a memorable encounter he had with his wife before she was his wife. So here we go. Mild fire of wine kindled his veins. I wanted that badly, felt so off colour. His eyes unhungrily saw shelves of tins, sardines, gaudy lobster's claws, all the odd things people pick up for food, out of shells, periwinkles with a pin, off trees, snails out of the ground the French eat, out of the sea with bait on a hook. Silly fish learn nothing in 1,000 years. If you didn't know risky putting anything into your mouth, poisonous berries, Johnny Majories, roundness you think good, gaudy colour warns you off, one fellow told another and so on. Try it on the dog first. Led on by the smell or the look, tempting fruit, ice cones, cream, instinct. Orange groves, for instance, need artificial irrigation. Bleibtreustrasse. Yes, but what about oysters? Unsightly like a clot of phlegm, filthy shells, devil to open them too. Who found them out? Garbage, sewage they feed on. Fizz and red bank oysters effect on the sexual aphrodis. He was in the red bank this morning. Was he oysters, old fish, at table, perhaps he young flesh in bed. No June has, no are no oysters. But there are people like things high, tainted game, jugged hare, first catcher hare, Chinese eating eggs 50 years old, blue and green again, dinner of 30 courses, each dish harmless, might mix inside. Idea for a poison mystery. That Archduke Leopold, was it? No. Yes, or was it Otto, one of those Habsburgs? Or was it who was it used to eat the scruff off his own head? Cheapest lunch in town. Of course, aristocrats. Then the others copied to be in the fashion. Millie too, rock, oil and flour. Raw pastry I like myself. Half the catch of oysters they'd throw back in the sea to keep up the price. Cheap, no one would buy. Caviar. Do the grand. Hock in green glasses. Swell blowout. Lady this. Powdered bosom pearls. The elite. Creme de la creme. They want special dishes to pretend they're hermit with a platter of pulse keep down the stings of the flesh. Know me, come eat with me. Royal sturgeon, high sheriff coffee. The butcher, right to venisons of the forest from his ex. Sent him back the half of a cow. Spread I saw down in the masters of the rolls kitchen area. White-hatted chef like a rabbi. Combustible duck. Curly cabbage à la Duchesse de Parme. Just as well to write it on the bill of fare so you know what you've eaten. Too many drugs spoil the broth. I know it myself. Dosing it with Edward's desiccated soup. Geese stuffed silly for them. Lobsters boiled alive. Do partake some potamogen. Wouldn't mind being a waiter in a swell hotel. Tips, evening dress, half-naked ladies. May I tempt you to a little more filleted sole, Miss Dubedat? Yes, Dubedat. And she did bedad. Huguenot name, I expect that. And Miss Dubedat lived in Coligny. I remember. Du de la is French. Still, it's the same fish perhaps old Mickey Hanlon of Moore Street ripped the guts out of, making money hand over fist in fish's gills, can't write his name on a cheque, think he was painting the landscape with his mouth twisted. Mookill, a hateya, ha, ignorant as a kish of brogues worth £50,000. Stuck on the pane, 2 flies buzzed, stuck. Glowing wine on his palate lingered, swallowed, crushing in the winepress grapes of Burgundy. Sun's heat it is, seems to a secret touch telling me memory, touched his senses moistened, remembered. Hidden under wild ferns on Howth, below us bay sleeping, sky, no sound, the sky. The bay purple by the Lion's Head, green by Drumleck, yellow-green towards Sutton, fields of undersea, the lines faint brown in grass, buried cities. Pillowed on my coat she had her hair, earwigs in the heather scrub, my hand under her nape. You'll toss me all. Oh, wonder. Cool, soft with ointments, her hand touched me, caressed. Her eyes upon me did not turn away. Ravished over her I lay, full lips, full open, kissed her mouth, yum. Softly she gave me in my mouth the sea cake warm and chewed. Mawkish pulp her mouth had mumbled sweet sour of her spittle. Joy, I ate it, joy. Young life her lips that gave me pouting, soft, warm, sticky, gum jelly lips. Flowers her eyes were, take me, willing eyes. Pebbles fell, she lay still. A goat, no one. High in Ben Howth rhododendrons, a nanny goat walking sure-footed, dropping currants. Screened under ferns, she laughed warm-folded. Wildly I lay on her, kissed her eyes, her lips, her stretched neck beating, woman's breast full in her blouse of nun's veiling, fat nipples upright hot. I tongued her, she kissed me, I was kissed, all yielding. She tossed my hair, kissed, she kissed me, and me now. Stuck the flies buzzed. His downcast eyes followed the silent veining of the oaken slab. Beauty, it curves, curves, our beauty. Shapely goddesses, Venus, Juno, curves the world admires. Can see them library museum standing in the round hall, naked goddesses, aids to digestion. They don't care what man looks, all to see, never speaking. I mean to say to fellows like Flynn, suppose she did Pygmalion and Galatea, what would she say first? Mortal. Put you in your proper place, quaffing nectar at mess with God's golden dishes, all ambrosial. Not like a tanner lunch we have, boiled mutton, carrots and turnips, bottle of all sop. Nectar, imagine it, drinking electricity, God's food. Lovely forms of women sculpted Junonian, immortal, lovely, and we stuffing food in one hole and out behind. Food, choil, blood, dung, earth, food, have to feed it like stoking an engine. They have never looked. I look today, keeper won't see. Bend down, let something fall, see if she Dribbling a quiet message from his bladder, came to go, to do, not to do, there to do. A man and ready, he drained his glass to the lees and walked. To men too they gave themselves, manly, conscious, lay with men lovers. A youth enjoyed her, to the yard. Thank you and happy Bloomsday from the Rosenbach.